Sarcarrogance production. This is Sarcarrogance.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the bearded wonder, aka the pod boss, aka Pod's gift, CEO of this thing of ours, SMG, Mr. More AKAs in the HBCU. Pinkies up, and we are here with another one. And I'm here as always with my man, my mellow. I told you if he's not here, we're not recording. Sir, introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? I want to make sure you see my face. It's your boy, best friend.
That's why the critics don't like us, sir. That's exactly why the critics don't like us.
Exactly. And AKA, I don't give a fuck what your critiquing is because I'm going to keep doing it the way I do it. And you ain't paying my bills.
How you going to get on satellite radio, sir, if you keep doing it, sir?
Howard Stern does it pretty damn good.
Yeah, but he did other shit before he got there, though, sir.
Okay, I'm going to sit like this the whole time. I'm going to be creepy Phil.
Oh, hey, yo, no, please don't. Please don't. We're definitely trying to get the satellite radio. How you been, man?
I'm good. Just,
you looking better?
Living a dream.
You looking better? You getting some rest?
Last night and yesterday I did.
That's it.
Yep, I had to ship people out.
Yeah, but you're getting a little color back in your face. So
that's what Junior said today. He said I looked orange. I'm like,
yeah, you're getting that color back in your face, man. And this motherfucker leaves. And I'm so sorry, y'all. This is so unprofessional. He's been doing it. You couldn't tell he's been doing this shit for over 5 years now. The way this motherfucker just get the fuck up and shit.
Who are we talking to?
The people who listen to us, actually. You know, we do have listeners.
Do we?
We do. We got over 2,000 downloads on Podbeam alone. So I mean, 2,000 people said they like what the fuck we talking about.
Well, that's because you downloaded it 1,999 times to re-edit it.
First of all, no, I downloaded one time, not from Podbean though. I downloaded one time, then I edited it. So whoever those people are, shout out to y'all, okay? So y'all the day one listeners too. And also shout out to people who writes this crazy motherfucker and for his stat questions, because y'all need help sometimes. I just want to say that.
Speaking of which,
shit.
So I don't have a question, but I have a follow-up that ties into a conversation that we had. So this person does.
Hold up, we have a lot of conversations, sir.
Well, we'll get into it. Just know that this person never heard our episode and then wrote into me, and it ties directly into a conversation we had.
Okay. I like those. This motherfucker, he's drinking tea, he's eating cakes, and then he don't gain out a lick of fucking weight. I eat a piece of bread, and tomorrow I'm 300 pounds.
Yep.
I swear. All right. Today we gonna jump into something I think we both felt at least once or twice in our life.
A penis?
I felt my penis. That's it. I haven't felt anybody else's penis. You felt somebody else's penis before?
There might have been that one time down the booking.
I had to survive, sir.
I had to snuggle.
You know, white folks don't do well down booking, sir. That's why they bail out early.
That's true. Yep.
Regret, sir. Regret. So I'm gonna ask you this: do you regret something? I ain't gonna say anything. Do you regret something?
I'm sure I regret a lot of things. Yes, I do. I regret a lot of things.
Okay.
I regret not going to prom.
Yeah, I was mad at you for that.
You know, I remember having a conversation with my parents. They had the limo, they had everything taken care of, and I was like, nope, don't need that shit. I don't care about that. And then They were like, one day you're going to regret it. And I'm like, no, I won't. And then I regret it.
Yep. I saw your name on the list. It was like, how the fuck you get on the list? And you didn't show up, but yeah, you should have came because it was a time. We had a good time that night. Shout out to Big Lou.
Yeah.
Big Lou was shaking it on me a little bit. And Big Lou's a female, y'all. Don't get them the penis joke going, right?
The penis joke. But yeah, there's a whole handful of things, I regret,
Okay. I regret not going away to college. Like I think I stayed too close to home. And I got too comfortable at school, knowing I can always make it back. I was only like an hour and a half away from here. In like Reading, Pennsylvania. It wasn't that far. And I could have went to Yale, but I didn't put in the work because I didn't think I could survive that environment because of the situation I was in. And the situation I was in. So had a whole family at 18. So yeah, that's what I regret.
It's funny that both of our regrets have to do with school and high school and college and things like that, when we're so far past that and so many things have happened in our lives that there's a lot more regrets after that. But that was the first thing that we go to.
Yeah, 110%. Having sex with somebody who lives on Wilkens Avenue, that's definitely a regret. Never again. Never again. But yeah, so the worst, I think for me, the worst part about that is I can't rectify it. You know what I mean? Like there's no way to just go back and like, I'm going to Yale, because you can't go to Yale online. That's one. I looked it up. I tried. You can't go to Yale online. You can get a certificate, but you can't get a degree. So that the whole process of me going to Yale, being this big time lawyer that I thought I was going to be, that's out the window. You, sir, you can go to prom.
That'd be a little creepy.
No. They have adult proms now. Matter of fact, one of our friends asked, can we throw one? Like, we need to do an adult prom. Like, you literally get the tuxedo and all that stuff like it's a regular prom. We rent out a whole venue and just have an adult prom. Would you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. You might have to set that up. Sarcarrogance adult prom coming soon.
There's I don't know, getting arrested different times for stupid stuff. I regret. Leaving different jobs when I had the opportunity to do more at those jobs, I regret.
Yeah.
Obviously getting divorced, right or wrong, her fault, my fault, whatever. Like, nobody ever gets married to get divorced, but here I am.
Right.
So yeah.
I haven't a regret. Me personally, this is just my theory. I know you're going to be like, no, what the fuck ever. But I regret leaving you in the city when I went away to college.
Yeah, I don't know, the city, like, I look back at it now, like, every day, and I think one of my biggest regrets is, like, me and my brother got into it, and we didn't talk for a year before he died. And, like, now I majorly regret that because, that's a year wasted not thinking that something like that would ever happen. So, but again, him and I in the city kind of made us who we were, kind of got us where we were. One of those things that I look back and, kind of, nobody ever wants to say they're proud of where they came from when you come from what you come from,
right?
Which was nothing and the stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, it is who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of regret, Danny Masterson, he has finally been found guilty. He will be charged in August. Well, he'll be scheduled for his sentencing on August the 4th. he can get up to 30 years. Do you think he regrets anything?
He regrets getting caught.
That's it.
No, I think it's one of those things where, like, again, he's just 1/1,000,000th of a person in Hollywood that he just got caught.
Yeah.
There's thousands, you got this whole Epstein Island type shit going on where these people are doing things. Macaulay Culkin said people were doing things back in 87, 88 when he made the first Home Alone. Like, this stuff's been going on forever.
Who was that? Matthew Lawrence. He said that. He said after whatever show that was when he was like a kid, him trying to get up in the movie. That's why you didn't see him for a long time, because they was trying to do things to him on the casting couch, and he was like, "No, like you're not going to touch me. Leave me alone." So they stifled his career until he got to be an adult. Then he went on Boy Meets World. So yeah,
look at Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, like both of them, like one's dead, one comes out and says, "Look, I've been telling you this stuff for 30 years. You didn't believe me." And Macaulay Culkin's saying the same thing. And
they've been calling him crazy for a long time.
Right. And it's that entitlement. Like, people talk all the time about white privilege. Like, we should be talking about like shit that really affects people. Like, white privilege doesn't benefit me at all. I don't get shit from it.
Right.
But these people in Hollywood, these billionaires, these famous people, like the people that got money, that's privilege that's really fucking people's lives up. So I think he just used his privilege and his money to think he can get away with shit. He's no different than Bill Cosby or what's the dude? Harvey Weinstein. Like, they're all the same. Like, they just use their power and their money to think that they can get away with it. Like, do they regret it? I think they'll say, "Yes, I'm sorry, I regret it," whatever. But they regret that they got caught, because if they wouldn't have got caught, they'd be living a happy life knowing that they ruined people's lives along the way.
Right. I don't understand how people, like, psychologically can just go through that and not feel anything. You know what I mean? Like how can you do this to somebody and just not feel anything?
Because they had that shit done to them, and it took all their emotion away. It took all their sensitivity away, and their sensitivity to the matter. I think, look at Michael Jackson. Like, you can't tell me that man was never molested or touched or whatever. Which turned, they say when you get molested, you grow up to be that person. It's an ongoing cycle.
They say you either molest others or you become like super hypersexual. So you start fucking everything.
Right.
But
you lose that emotion to the sex. Most people like, hey, there's a connection. When you become that way, like hypersexual, whatever, there's no emotion. It's just you're doing it. There's no thought, there's no feeling, there's no nothing.
The definition of regret: to feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or a missed opportunity. Yeah. That's the verb. The noun is feeling of sadness, repentance, and disappointment. So basically, it's just added different endings on the shit.
But again, like the word repentance, and do you think anybody gets caught like in Hollywood feels that?
No.
Do you think R. Kelly feels that?
No, not at all. Because he was on the thing talking about, I don't know why you telling me this. Like, I don't know how to hog tie. He literally went on camera. Like, I don't know how to hog tie. How you saying I'm hog tying people? Like, what's a hog tie? Like,
right.
You live in your life for so long, it becomes the truth.
Yep.
So let's see. Signs that don't show regret. Watch it be like Pisces. There you go. So it says 5 zodiac signs likely to hide their emotions. Libras, which is funny. Libra. They don't want to burden others with their own problems, issues, and feelings. They may look like they don't care, but actually they do a lot. In fact, they are very expressive when they get very close to someone. Even if they know what they want, they will still prefer to keep themselves reserved. The Gemini. Pooch is a Gemini. That makes perfect sense. He hides a lot of his feelings. This may be interesting because Geminis are usually known to be very expressive and social. That's one side of Pooch. They may blurt out many things, but they will keep the details about their lives hidden. That's the other side of Pooch. So that makes perfect sense. Capricorn. Know a few Capricorns, but yeah. Oh shit. Aquarius. They will only be close to someone if they trust them completely. See, I trust you completely, sir. Aquarians.
So you touched my penis.
Never seen your penis. Okay.
You touched it. You don't need to see it to touch it.
See, this is exactly why we're not getting the satellite radio. Aquarians may come off as lively and genuine people, but don't expect them to start talking about their feelings because they just won't. No matter how much someone convinces them, they will still stay closed off. See, it's my sign, sir. So when you ask me what's wrong and stuff, it's my sign, and it's not me. Okay. And then last is the Virgo. But yeah. So a lot of those people, they hide their feelings. So they saying it correlates to if you hide your feelings as much, you don't feel regret because you're not showing the emotion.
You have no emotion towards it.
Right. But I do have emotion. I just don't show people the emotion because a lot of people don't deserve that emotion because they use my emotions against me. I can't have that. That's not going to happen to me. Because I've had that in the past. Like I've told people how I felt about them, and they'll use that knowing that, oh, he cares about me or he likes me, so he'll do anything for me. You know what I mean? And it's true, but it's not because I like you. It's because I'm just a genuinely good person. So I'm going to do anything for you. But the fact that you know that I like you is like the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So, have you ever been in a situation like that when somebody knows you like them or you knows you have like that emotion for them? They use that against you?
Absolutely.
This thing is about to say all the time.
Hey, while we're on it, shout out to the follower and listener who I have no relationship with, but told me in my DMs that they had to unfollow me because they got jealous of the females leaving comments on my post. So she said she unfollowed me because she just couldn't take it, which I had no idea that she was interested or thinking or whatever, but it was just super weird that
because she kept the emotion to herself.
Yep.
That's kind of weird.
It was like like yesterday or day before I got a DM like, hey, first I got this person's following you now, and I'm like, thought you followed me. Nah, I had to unfollow you because I just couldn't take the people. She said she went down the rabbit hole and would start investigating all the females that liked or commented on my stuff. And this person lives 4 hours away, so it's not like I have a relationship with this person.
I know this person?
You may know of this person.
Okay. Yeah, you do got a lot of weirdos, little widow stalkers.
You don't call my people weirdos.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You are absolutely right. Because we're having a live show soon. I don't need no smoke at the live show. Do not come.
Yeah. You're gonna have some random person walk up to you,
right?
Call and be like, "Oh, I'm a weirdo," and you're like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm like, I've never said that. Yeah. So we might need security. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna look at your security for the live show because Mike's fans,
they're friends.
The best friends.
Best friends.
Yeah, the best friends might be best friending at the live show, and I don't need that. Are you excited for the live show?
I'm always excited.
Yeah. You like the idea I sent you?
Which one did you send me?
About the country.
Oh yeah.
So if your best friends show up, I'm gonna ask them that question.
They be like, "Fuck you."
Right. Oh man. So what else happened in the world today?
Hey, did you know that they call Taylor Swift Queen Tay?
Yes.
I didn't know
Queen
that
Tay.
till today. I'm like,
Queen
what
Tay.
the fuck?
Yep. I'm a huge Tay Tay fan.
Okay.
Yep. I was mad I couldn't afford the tickets.
I had a friend that just went up to Boston to see her.
So, it's so crazy. The teacher is one of the teachers at one of my schools drove to Philly, went to the concert, let out at like 3 a.m, came back, went to school that same morning, in there dead ass tired because Taylor Swift. She regret nothing.
I can't say it wouldn't be me, but I got off work one day, went to Atlantic City, stayed up all night, and drove right back to work the next day.
You crazy.
Yeah.
Atlantic City far as fuck. At least Philly only an hour and a half away.
Nope. I went there and just partied all night and came right back to work.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, sir.
not all white people do cocaine. Maybe Tay.
You're right. I'm sorry. They do meth too.
I have all my teeth.
Yeah, because you put them in. That's all. That's okay. Speaking of Tay Tay, a student at my school, very slender student, 5th grade, blonde hair, wears glasses. Literally, we're walking down the hallway because she asked me a question. Everybody in the hallway is calling her Taylor Swift. She's like, "Why are you calling me that? I'm not Taylor Swift." It's like, you look like her. Like, literally every single person walking down the hall, I don't know if it was a prank or what, but every single person was calling her Taylor Swift. I said, "Oh, you're famous." It's like, no. I was like, okay, but you kind of favor her. She's like, "Yep, I'm going this way. I don't need my question answered anymore." I said, "Okay." I'm just saying, you favor her. So, sexual experience. Have you regretted any? And why?
No, I think
No?
no, I don't think. Nope. Everything I've done and the people I've been with and things we've tried and no, I think it. Again, it shows you what you like, who you are, what you're into. So no, don't.
Never like shut off early and like.
Yeah, but that happens. But like
Yeah.
again, it's never been a one night stand where you couldn't make up for it.
Gotcha.
Like when you first start dating, like the first couple times, it's always like super, nervous and awkward and maybe fast sometimes. But then after like the third, fourth time, like it goes back to normal.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple. That I regret. I remember my earlier years, I think like 26 or so, I realized I can't have sex with another penis in the room. I was trying, and there's a couple over there getting it in, and my shit wouldn't get up, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't do it. Like, just like, what? I'm like, yeah, I can't. This motherfucker, it just went down. Like, there's another dick over here. All right, it's like, he's not fucking you. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, but come to find out, that's some shit from my childhood that fucked with me. That's why I can't do it with another dick in the room. And that's how I was in college too. Couldn't do it with another dick in the room. Like,
But I've been in that situation where like same thing. I couldn't do it with one in the room, and then after a couple minutes or one time as soon as they left, it was like, okay, let's go.
yeah, as soon as they're out the way, I'm good. But yeah, and then there's another time I just didn't. I knew I shouldn't have done it. But I did it anyway. It was it shouldn't have happened. It was a friend of mine, and it shouldn't have happened, and it ruined their friendship. And we don't even speak to this day. We don't, to this very day, we don't speak anymore. So,
sounds like it wasn't a good friendship.
you know, they say you can be friends still, but I think, because you know how I am. I'm very what's that shit called? I have an addictive personality. So when I start liking somebody, it fucking snowballs into some extra
Them
shit.
moving in.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I think she was with the, okay, me and my friend just had sex, and I was like, now you're mine. You know? Like, because you done stopped me many times when I got to that, no, that's my lady. And you're like, no, she's not your lady. You just fucked her.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you wasn't around for that part. So yeah, I fucked that up. So yeah, now me and her, like she said, just, we can't talk. Just, you know, don't end it on a bad note. Just end it and then leave it like that. So
Yeah, but again, you know, that stuff puts you where you are now, because imagine if, you know, so is that a regret? Like, you are where you are.
Yeah, but I you know, it would have been cool to have that friend still.
Hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Friend or whatever you want to call it. So that's the way I look at it.
And the city's so small, so the fact that I don't see her, either she moved out of the city or she just don't come outside, or, you know.
Look, I got people like that I've slept with that live literally a mile from me, and I haven't ran into them in years, and they live a mile from me. So it's like one of those things, like, you just never know.
Like, do they see you and they just hide?
Right.
I've heard stories. Yeah, like like they see you. It's like, oh shit, there you go, and they just jump into the next aisle so you don't get to see them. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Which is weird. I think one of them might have slipped up and liked something on Instagram or whatever, and it was too late to take that back. So it was one of those things like, oh, I got the notification.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about the Apple shit. Like, you can unsend shit now. Like, no, if you sent the shit, you sent the shit. Like, why are you unsending the message now? Like, but I guess a lot of people regret. Oh shit! A lot of people regret what they send, so they had to put that in, especially the junk text. You know, they would send the junk text like boom, and then, oh nope, unsend that shit. So, but yeah, man.
Hey, it is what it is. I stand by what I send. I might regret it, but I stand by it. I don't unsend it.
Yeah, someone asked me that. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Somebody asked me that the other day. They said, do you ever regret anything you said to somebody?
I do that all the time.
I was like, outside of an argument, no. Because if I said it at the time, I meant it. So it's going to be truthful. It might hurt when I say it, but it's the truth. So you're gonna catch the truth when it comes out my mouth. Like, I'm never going to be like, it's not going to be a lie. It's not going to be a falsehood. I'm not going to tell you something that I wouldn't tell you any other time. Like, this is what you need to hear. So yeah, I don't regret saying anything except for I called a girl a bitch one time, and she had just like lost a baby. It was I just regret that shit, but it was circumstances around that why she got called a bitch. But that's that Wilkens Avenue shit. See, you can't. You can't be banging on my door like 11 o'clock at night and shit, because you know. But hey, that was the old me. So, but you regret what you said to people?
Yeah,
a lot of people don't think you do. A lot of people think you just say shit and then that's it.
I do. I say some ignorant shit when we're arguing or like I'm in something like that, and like I'm very honest and truthful and blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I do regret it because I'm like, man, that was a little too harsh or too much or too, you know, like I've been told like I always take it one step too far when I'm in an argument because I go too low, whatever the case might be, just to prove a point.
Yeah, that's why I watch you in the chats when people try to get on your nerves. I gotta watch you just to make sure you don't say something wild and fuck up some shit.
Right. Yeah. So it's one of those things. Like, I definitely regret it looking, because all it does. There's times when I say stuff, I'm like, man, I'm gonna regret that now because they'll be questioning me or asking something about that in the future because I was honest now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because some people ask for honesty and they're not ready for it.
They're not ready for it.
And then, the people that we are, we give them absolute honesty, and they're definitely not ready for that. So,
yeah, I think I'm willing to say maybe 70-80% of people who say that they can handle it can't handle it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll be the ones that will always think like, so you always thought that way? Like, no, like we're at this point now. I'm telling you what I see. It's like, no, you had to always think that way. That's just not nothing that just pops up out of the blue. And sometimes it just does. Sometimes it just does. So, yeah. I ain't sorry. I'll just tell you that right now, people. If I said it, I said it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm already divorced. Can't get divorced.
Yeah, I mean,
not being married.
Oh, let me ask you this. Could you marry somebody that was married 6 times already before you? You'll be number 7. You be husband 7.
I don't think so because clearly there's something wrong or crazy or some shit going on with them to where like they can't make that shit work. I
said the same thing, and they looked at me like I was absolutely bonkers. I was like, they all can't be wrong.
Exactly. One time, okay, whatever happened, but 2 times, when you get to 3 or more, then that's you.
Right. So, I was like, I made the example of Elizabeth Taylor. I was like, I would have never married Elizabeth Taylor. Like, I would have dated her, but I would have never married Elizabeth Taylor.
Now, that's different. If they're a billionaire, millionaire, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'll marry you for the money because if we get divorced, I get something. Either way, but just a normal person, nah.
You ain't right at all. I just want you to know that right now. You're not right at all.
I'm trying to retire soon.
So if J-Lo came with you like, yo, let's do it. You with it?
Yeah, as long as there's something that says I get something out the deal.
Bruh, as much shit as we talked about J-Lo on this podcast, you really, cause you know she's gonna be supportive. It's like, oh baby, let me hear your old shows. And she wanna hear that we put her on trial, and you was like, that bitch got more rings than the Yankees. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do then?
Yeah, as long as there's something in there that says, hey, he gets a percentage when he leaves, I'm okay with it.
So she gonna leave before she get to the altar, bro. Soon as she listen to episode 18, bro, she's like, nope, this ain't it.
Like, sorry.
Right?
It's how I felt at the time. Feeling shame.
This episode, you're like, yeah, you say you don't regret things when you say it out your mouth because you're honest. See, she's gonna fuck you all up, sir. Then she gonna call Holly like Holly, if somebody named Mike comes over, run. He's talking about both of us. Click. Oh man. You see the Little Mermaid?
Nah.
I heard it's very good. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's very good. Like people coming out sniffling.
What would you and I have the need to go see The Little Mermaid for? Like, wouldn't that be creepish if we went in there?
Well, one, I have a goddaughter that's 10 years old.
If there was no kids involved in this.
I have a goddaughter that's 10 years old, okay?
Like, I'll watch it, like, at my house. I'm not going anywhere to watch it in public.
Oh, when it comes out on Disney Plus, then you go.
Right. I might catch it then, but I got no need to be looking for it right now.
All I'm saying is anybody who's listening, all right? If you're listening to this right now, okay? If you see me in the movie theaters watching The Little Mermaid, okay? I have a 10-year-old with me, okay? I'm not there by myself. I'm in there with my 10-year-old goddaughter.
What if they see you in there by yourself?
because she went to the bathroom. Okay, bro. I promise y'all. Okay, I'm not in there by myself. Dior, I love you. Okay, God Papa will take you to see the Little Mermaid soon. All right.
I'm trying to go see Transformers.
I heard it's gonna be. Oh, it looks so bad, bro.
It
looks
looks
so
so
bad,
bad.
bro.
It does.
It might be good, but it just looks bad, man.
I love Transformers too, man, but it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks so bad. I'll go see that though. If you want to go see it, I'll go with you.
I'm definitely gonna go see it.
Okay.
It comes out June 9th, so
Yeah, I'll go see it with you.
all right.
Yeah. You can't sit next to me though. You know that toxic masculinity shit.
I'm gonna take little man with me, so I'll have somebody in between.
There you go. See? Oh, now you can bring little people. When I bring little people, I look weird.
I'm gonna bring Junior. He's technically little.
He gonna look like our chaperone.
Right. What's this grown man doing with these two little boys?
Right. They come buy the tickets. They're gonna charge him full price.
Right, exactly. That's the bad part about having him is like he can get into the kids thing with his ID,
yeah,
but then he can get into the adult things too.
Exactly. So yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'll go see that with you. See how bad it is. I ain't been to the movies. Wow, I ain't been to the movies since the Joker. So yeah, that'll be good. And they're about to do another one now, so that looks good.
All right.
Yeah. Lady Gaga's playing Harley Quinn.
That'd be interesting.
And I just saw the Robert Pattinson version too. Kind of liked it.
I heard it was decent.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
I was expecting it to fail, but everybody said he did a good job.
It was super dark. It reminds you of the Tim Burton shit. So it was super dark. Like if you don't got a good TV, you probably couldn't see half the movie. That's most of the shit was just that dark and grainy. It just had an old feel to it, so it was really good.
Damn.
Yeah. So I
heard the new Beetlejuice going to come out.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me. So you seen Wednesday?
No.
Okay. So the girl that's in Wednesday that plays Wednesday is gonna be Lydia. Huh? Wednesday
What's
Addams?
Her name?
No, something Ortega. I can't remember. She's in Scream. I can't remember her name. Fuck, it's her name. See, now you got me fucked up. Scream 6.
Let me see something. I want to see if that's what was sent to my group chat.
Scream 6. Yeah, Jenna Ortega.
Oh,
she was she looks like a child. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, at first glance, if you look at her just in a regular clothes, she looks like a child. She's short, she's thin, she has a baby face. She's 30 years old. Spoiler alert, people. They caught her smoking. Whole Twitter went erupt because she's smoking the fucking cigarette.
Well, I just sent you something that was sent to me. That's why I was like, I knew that was her. I didn't just by the look, but yeah, you'll see.
Hey, yo.
I'll give you a guess on where that came from.
Stop playing, for real.
Bro, I don't make these stories up.
Wow.
I clicked the link and it took me there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so she's 30 years old.
I'm glad.
Yeah, be glad. You don't have to regret nothing. But yeah, they caught her smoking a cigarette. Like TMZ or somebody filmed her smoking a cigarette, and Twitter went bonkers because she has such a baby face, and she plays Wednesday Addams. So, how you feel about that? Like,
bro, she's 30.
Yeah, but she
like because we perceive her in a movie, bro.
Yeah, have you seen that? But you got attached to her though, right? So Macaulay Culkin, right? We were attached to Macaulay for a long time.
Bro, I watched him in American Horror Story. He was shooting up dope and all kind of stuff. Like,
I'm saying, but when he did The Good Son and he smoked the cigarette, how did you feel?
I guess.
It's not the same thing. Again, people gonna say because he was young then, but
but the first thing we're taught is like, man, movies are fake. They're not real. Like these people, look at Saved by the Bell. Like, These people were like grown people acting like they were 15 and 16 or whatever, 17 in
Bruh.
high school.
Saved by the Bell. Like fucking, I think Screech was like the only person that was like literally a teenager in that shit. Like, yeah, but we were taught that. These new kids, when they see it, they're so literal. They're like, yep, she's Wednesday, so she has to be 16. She's in Scream. She's playing somebody's little sister, so she has to be like 17. Like, she can't be a real 30-year-old person. Like, she's 30 years old. She was on Hot Ones, fucking cussing and shit. Like, this is some bullshit. This hot ass Wayne. I was like, be yourself. Be your fucking self.
Yep, and that's what she's doing. So
yeah,
again, Twitter trying to ruin stuff.
Yep, and I mean, like, I think our Twitter page. We got a Twitter page, y'all. If y'all didn't know, our Twitter page got hit with the alert. My personal Twitter page got hit with alert, and the old shit got hit with alert. I was like, yo, it's not that deep. Let her fucking smoke a cigarette. Like, it's nasty. She's smoking a cigarette. She's fucking killing herself. But that's her business. She's 30. Leave her alone.
There's a lot more things going on in this world right now than smoking cigarettes.
Exactly. She could have OnlyFans. Then you'll really be upset.
Yeah. Or her news could have got leaked for free. You never know.
You know? It could be a link somewhere sitting there and she's just ass naked.
Exactly.
You know? All right, tell me the story you got, sir.
So the sack question, or not even a question, it's more of a comment. So let me
black guy again.
No.
Okay.
Let me go to it so I can read exactly how it.
And this portion of the Toxicology Report is brought to you by Fat Flash Clothing. You don't have to be fat to be fast. You don't have to be fat to be fat.
Right. So this is from a friend who knows that I do the pod, but had never listened to the episode we did. So
okay.
It says it starts off with, so I have something to share with you from the weekend when I had too much to drink. I say, okay, ... okay. I definitely was taken advantage of, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, seriously. And I'm like, what do you mean you were taken advantage of? I hardly remember, but sex. I'm being for real. I'm like, from who? Like, because she's married.
Yeah.
And I was like, from him? And she was like, well, yeah, duh. And I was like, so this ties into our episode as far as, can you be raped in a relationship?
And women saying no, and that's crazy.
So I said, what kind of happened? What makes you think that? And I don't remember getting undressed. I don't remember how, quote, in parentheses, we had sex. I remember when it was over. I said, oh. And it says, I remember going to sleep, getting water, etc. So I said, did you ask? Yeah, I was kind of laughing to not be accusing, but I said, I feel like I was taken advantage of last night.
Mm-hmm.
He said, guilty, but laughed. And I said, what are you going to do? She said, it's eating at me. What should I do? I can't let it go. Even though we're married, I still can't let it go. And I just feel like I lost all control. So basically, again, for the episode we did, this person not hearing the episode proves the point that they're married. They've been married for 17, 18 years at this point. And yeah.
I told y'all, man. This is happening in homes.
So she's like, what should she do? And I'm like, look, I know her, and I know it's going to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat at her until she blows up about it, and it's going to really be a blow up. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be a blow up to where she's going to leave or anything like that. But I know shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah, I think she needs to speak on that and express her feelings on how she felt about what happened. If she's not going to leave, I think that's the only thing she can do is just literally just like, hey, can we talk about this? Like, Yeah, I don't.
And I was
Wow.
unsure if it was him or because she
Right,
was out with friends and
right,
okay, maybe a female friend or a guy
right.
friend, whatever. That's why I was like him being the husband, and she was like,
Hmm.
yeah. And so I'm like, ah,
We told y'all. We told y'all. Like this is
and
happening.
and I got the DMs to prove it's a legit conversation, legit. I will, mark out the name, the picture, everything on the whatever on the Facebook Messenger piece to prove that this isn't some shit made up to fit our storyline or our podcast stuff.
Right. We trying to tell y'all, man. These things are happening, man. This.
It's 2023. It's like, who do you trust nowadays?
Right. Like, but see, I didn't want to do that. I was gonna play devil's advocate, but I don't even want to touch that.
How do
Just
you play devil advocate
yeah,
on that
like
one?
that's my wife.
That's the
Like
only
when
thing you can say is
yeah,
that's my
like
wife.
when you
I'm
say I
entitled.
do, yeah, when you
I'm
say I
entitled to it.
do, I'm not saying that, but I'm gonna say what people are gonna say. When they say I do, then your body is my body, and my body is your body. That's how
That's
most
kind.
married people feel. Like when you were married, you felt that way, right? When your wife's body was yours and
Yeah,
yours was hers, right?
to a point, I would say, not
Okay.
to where like you would get them super drunk and then take advantage and then laugh when it was like, hey, I
But
feel
do
like
they
I was
not
taking
get
advantage.
super drunk with each other? This is like a rare occurrence.
This was a rare occurrence.
Okay.
It says it in the chat too. It
Yeah.
says like I'd never get that wasted, but
Mm.
so it's like it was almost like the ideal opportunity, knowing
Yeah.
that the person never gets that way. Is like, okay, boom,
You need to do what you want to do.
yep.
Mm.
Especially if they have a relationship, like you know, if there's not a lot of sex in the relationship, or if maybe he or she wants to try something and you're never into it, and then you're like, okay, well, bam, this is my opportunity. To.
Yeah, I'm totally wearing the wrong shirt for this conversation. This is ridiculous.
See.
Totally wearing the wrong shirt. Shout out to Cobra Kai though. But yeah, man. Yeah, they need to have a conversation. She needs to before it gets too far gone in her head. She needs to have that conversation.
Yeah, so she sent me that yesterday.
Yeah,
So when I woke up today, I sent the message like, "Hey, how are you feeling? Because I know it's eating at you." And she was like, "You know me too well because it's been eating at her nonstop."
yeah,
And she's the type I'm talking about. Like when it comes out, it's going to be like floodgates coming out. Like again, I don't think it's going to be divorce
right.
floodgates, but it's going to be some bad shit.
Yeah, it's probably end up her cheating because she don't feel comfortable around him. It's gonna be extra stuff and something that could have been avoided. He could just
You
literally
know,
he could have went to sleep and woke up the next day, and that would been it. So
and I don't want to say like I'm excited to update this in the future and then see what
yeah,
happens, but at the same time, like I'm waiting to see what happens to where we
yeah,
can update the people of like, hey, this is real shit. Like, this is almost you watch yo all over again.
yeah,
People's
yeah,
going to want to say what happened next. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Jeez, 99% people are raped in this
and
world. That's
and
toxicology report
ironically,
stats.
you know where this person's from, grew up at
Where
Wilkens Avenue.
seems fucking Wilkens Avenue, bro.
Wilkens Avenue, no bullshit.
Fucking Wilkens Avenue, man. I'm telling you.
Wilkens and Pulaski.
I used to live right down the street. Fuck. See what I'm
Yep.
saying? That stretch of street is possessed, bro. I'm telling you, something wrong with that. What was that?
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Yeah. See, we don't plan this, people. Okay, this is how in tune me and my best friend are. Yeah, I hope she talks to him. I would definitely want to hear an update if the people don't get an update. I definitely want to hear an update, see what happened.
I'm a message tomorrow and see how
Yeah.
it's going, just to check in. Not to say, hey, did you blow
Yeah.
up yet, but just check on her mental.
Hey, did you punch him in the motherfucking face yet?
Oh, she's that type though. To like
she's from Wilkens Avenue. Yeah, I know.
Right, exactly. So that's why I know it's going to be bad because she's that type. But again, she's the type that believes, once you're married, good or bad. You don't leave unless it's something major.
A lot of people feel that way too. They follow the Bible to the T. Abuse, infidelity, and sometimes infidelity ain't enough. Sometimes it has to be abuse. So, yeah. I don't know what to say about that. I've never been married, so I can't speak on it. But I know me as a person. If it gets bad, it's time to walk. That's all. It's time to walk. So I hope she finds clarity in this, and I really do. And if she want to come on, we'll blur your face out, put a little fake voice on there for you too, if you want. You can.
That'd be interesting, to get her, side of it or feelings towards it, so other females can,
because apparently we had thugs on the show when we talked about it, and they talking about that shit don't happen to them. So yeah,
right.
It'd be good to have somebody who actually been through it, if they want. So yeah, if you listen to this and you want to talk about it, you want to share your story, come on, man. We won't play around with it. We'll be serious. We'll respect you. You only can say what you want to say, and then we can talk about it so you can let everybody else know that this thing really does happen.
And I felt bad saying, asking like almost like what happened, like not wanting details, but just what made you think that you were taken advantage of. So I had to reword it to say like, what made you think that, whatever. So where they weren't like, what are you, a pervert? Like, no, just right. You can't just wake up, and say, hey, I think I was taken advantage of. Well, what makes you think that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You might have to find somebody. You might have to find somebody that wants to speak
talk about it.
Yeah. So, all right, good man. Good episode. Way to bounce back. Sorry for the hiatus, but things happen.
I thought the other perv was going to be on.
Yeah, thought so too. But he might be watching some live events.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney by himself. Any last words for the people?
Eat your Wheaties.
Buy Fat Flash clothing. Go to Sarcarrogance.com. Go to Sarcarrogance.com. Buy the merch. Yeah, man. We say a lot of things. We joke about a lot of stuff, but we're honest. We're absolutely honest, and we don't make this shit up. We can't make it up because people hold us accountable. So we really can't make some of this shit up. So, so if we lie, we're going to hear about it. So
we lose credibility.
Yeah, a whole lot, and we're fucking almost 80 shows in, so we can't afford to lose that. So, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out to the new listeners, the old listeners, the new listeners, and the old listeners, and the old listeners, and the white listeners, the black listeners, and yeah. And if you are scared and afraid, you can DM us. We'll talk to you. We'll put you in the right direction. And until next time, man. In the Vadius we trust. Be safe. Stay toxic. Stay the fuck off of Wilkens Avenue.
This is Sarcarrogance.